Hey everybody, happy Friday. How y'all doing on this Friday? Smash that like button on your way in here, child. Smash that like. Hello. So there's a couple of things I want to actually talk about. As you can see, we are on Woo Child the Ghetto. Woo Child because it is ghetto up in this motherfucker, okay? So y'all listen, a lot of people on here don't have a life outside of YouTube. They literally do not have a life outside of YouTube. So they don't understand when somebody actually has a life and other obligations besides just being on YouTube. Yeah. So anyways, shout out to everybody for being here. Yeah, something y'all. So let me tell y'all, DBU is running amok, and I am the DBU professor. And let me tell you something. Yes, I see a lot of DBU activity, but it's not my job to correct or explain or give any tidbits of information to DBU. I'm just watching and laughing at these bitches. Yeah, okay. And it's just like some of the stupidest stuff I have heard lately, and the most silliest, stupidest stuff I have ever heard in my whole life. And it's like, yeah, no. But it's kind of like I feel sorry for them a little bit because they really just don't understand things, and just looking at certain things because I don't have not watched everything, but the stuff that I have looked at just briefly skimming through and everything else. What I'm looking at are people who really need me. There's like a such thing in this sector that I didn't really pay attention to that much. But a lot of people spend a lot of time trying to replace me, but no one can really be me or do what I do. There's no one smart enough to do it, like as far as explaining things, breaking things down, knowing how things work, just knowing things like there is such thing as pre-existing information or pre-existing knowledge. It's just a bunch of dumb people, and yeah. So, anyways, I will let you all know that I have obviously press one if you've been here a long time. I always switch around topics. Okay, it's nothing new that Dani Robertson, move from topic to topic, or I switch sectors sometimes. And if you switch sectors, you're gonna have low numbers. When I mean low numbers, you're trying to get a new audience, so you're gonna have low numbers. You're pretty much gonna be starting all over because you have like you're not gonna completely be starting over, but you're gonna be starting over because you're talking about something totally different from your regular topics. My channel is built off of multiple topics and different types of topics. So people show up for the topic of their interest. If they like cheeseburgers, they'll show up when I'm giving cheeseburgers. If they like steak, they'll show up when I'm giving steak. People show up for whatever topic they're interested in, and that's fine. The point is, I will have a channel that I can go live and talk about anything, and I'll still have somewhat of an audience no matter what topic it is. And at some point, I will have an audience to where, I can go live, like I said, and talk about anything and still have an audience. Now, obviously, everyone knows that drama and mess brings more views and attention. But if you are a person like me, I don't care if drama, and I can easily go live talk about drama and mess to get more attention, or I could just go live talk about what I want to talk about and I get whatever attention I want. See, I'm not motivated like y'all are. Just I have to get the most views. I want to go live talk about whatever I talk about. Whoever shows up is whoever shows up. Is my interest that I'm moved by, not other people's interests. Okay. There are some times I have talked about a topic and it was barely anybody talking about it. But once I got it out the ground and got it moving, everybody started talking about it because then everyone started getting interested in the topic because it became trending. I'm not a person that says, oh, it has to be trendy for me to talk about it. No. So anyways, I will be explaining some more about that kind of stuff, not in this live, but in another live. I won't say what it is, but yeah. So anyways, with that being said, a lot of people are in this space. They really see me as competition, but I'm not their competition. And what I mean by that is I'm out of their league. I'm out of their league. They're stupid. They are just stupid, and that's why I prefer talking about other topics away from DBU because they're stupid. They get the most simplest, basic things um, wrong, and they also don't understand how everything works and the ins and outs of everything. They're pigeonholed. They're stuck on their whatever they want it the answer to be is what the answer will be, and there's no other options or choices. It just has to be that, and it's just weird. And usually, as the smart one, I'm the one that comes live. I educate. I break things down. This is what this means. This is what that means. You're wrong about this. I debunk. I debunk. But here's the thing: when you debunk DBU, they are just taking notes so they can copy. Oh, this is not how copyright works. Literally one of the DBU people were like, what did she say? She said, OG Patrice did not own her picture. She said, OG Patrice don't own a picture. And I was like, OG Patrice owns the picture because the moment she takes it. It took this bitch literally like over like 3 months to finally get that OG Patrice owns her picture because she took the picture. She owns the picture automatically. You see what I'm saying? And then another bitch that's so dumb, I told her a long time ago that I was never served. And it took a judge to write her a letter a year later to tell her that I was not served. I've been said I wasn't served a year ago. Press one if I've already told y'all a year ago. Timmy Tuckett never served me. I've said that it was like a year ago. And then now, fast forward, then they're like, oh, well, Timmy Tuckett, the judge said that you never served. Yeah. See, that's what I mean by dumb bitch university. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. I've already said I never was served from a long time ago. And why are they just now saying, oh, I've been said it? That's what I mean by someone already having knowledge of how things work and how things operate and how things go, to where I'm already 10 steps ahead because I'm smarter. So yeah, shout out to DBU. Oh, woohoo! You just figured out that Timmy Tuckett never served me, and then Timmy Tuckett's all spazzing out because she thought she was gonna have $400,000 and new teeth by the Christmas. She had put the new teeth on her Christmas shopping list, and now her Christmas shopping list, she didn't get the $400,000 she told everybody she was getting and going on a cruise, on a horse cruise. Okay. With a built-in stable on the cruise ship, so then now the 400, she's like, it's like, oh, every week she was calling about her default judgment, and now turns out I'm not served, and the judge, set aside that default, so like now she's back at square one. Like, you see what I'm saying? But I pressed 2 about being said I never was served. Like, what the fuck? I said I wasn't served. Okay. A mess, a mess, a mess. Stay press. And wouldn't y'all like to know more information? Because y'all want more information from, the professor. I'm the professor, and these bitches are my sons. These bitches are my students, and they looking stupid. You're always looking stupid. I told y'all, I'm always laughing at y'all because you went on and on and on and said I was served. And I'm sitting there laughing like, no, I have not been served. And then a year later, you like, oh, I ain't served her yet. Duh, bitch. Okay? Oh, shit. Now, I asked for anybody trying to look for information on anything about lawsuits. Let me tell y'all this. October 9th is all I'll say, okay? October 9th. And October 9th is when people can file objections. So nothing is set in stone. People can file objections. Okay? Yeah. And that's all I'll say for now. Okay? But yeah, I don't press 3 if nobody ever told you that. Press 3 if nobody told you that objections can be filed by October 9th to any pre-state anything that has been said. Press 3 because Dumb Bitch University never wants to tell y'all the full information. They never want to tell you that. that in this in the same case, somebody else was told the same thing, and then they filed an objection, and boom, there that went. So nobody really wants to tell. See, I'm the one. How come I'm the one telling y'all that the October 9th people can file objections? So, I will tell y'all this because I'm the professor. In cases like this, there are two judges: the magistrate judge and the district judge. The magistrate judge will say something, and you have 14 14 days to object and go to the district judge. And then if you don't like that, you have the ability to also appeal. There's levels, okay? Yeah. So anyway, with that being said, and there's like a dozen more things I could say, but I'm not gonna say it because DBU, I'm not here to educate them. But for my regular audience, I'm just giving you an example of how DBU works. They never give you full answers or full options or full anything. They are cherry pickers and very selective because in order to grift and in order to scam, they have to rely on scarcity. You have to rely on giving you a little bit of information and making you think it's more than what it is. So then they can grift and scam you into thinking they're doing their big one. Okay? A mess. So with that being said, yeah. I wouldn't go live bragging about something unless it's permanent and it's 100% solid, not something that is up in the air because people can object and appeal and do this or that. It doesn't make any sense. And also, besides object and appeal, there's other options as well. But yeah, nobody's going to really discuss that, and neither am I because, yes, it's called what? Let me play this really quickly.
Tell the haters your biz what cost you. Don't tell them nothing. Don't let them know nothing. Move it silent, move it silent. Keep it to yourself. It is.
Dumb Bitch University will be Dumb Bitch University. It's like this. Have you ever seen someone and they are wrong and they are wrong, and they're your enemy, right? Let's say your enemy is taking a test. And you see your enemy taking a test and they're bubbling in answers on this answer sheet. They're bubbling in and bubbling in, right? And you see them putting the wrong selections. Instead of bubbling in C, they're bubbling in A. Instead of bubbling in D, they're bubbling in B. And that's your enemy. You want them to lose, right? So are you going to like lean over and say, wait, no, don't bubble in C, bubble in A. No, for number 2, bubble in E, don't bubble in A. No, for number 3, so if you say that's stupid, then understand that me going live telling them what's wrong and what they're doing wrong and possibilities and options and my next steps, that's me doing exactly that, giving my losers and the dumb people answers. So yes, when I say moving in silence, it's just what it means. I'm letting people be stupid in peace. Like I don't want to interrupt your stupidity. I don't want to interrupt your dumbness. Okay, thank you for being stupid. It makes my job a lot easier. Okay, yeah. And now, to be honest, I can't wait till I can laugh at some of this stuff with y'all, but I can't right now. But there are some very laughable moments. When I say I was laughing, like I'm like, are these people are they really serious? Are they really serious? Because I was like, are these people smarter than the third grader? Are you smarter than the third grader? That's my question. Because I'm literally wanting to like, oh my gosh, this is not, because I'm a person that's like, this is not right. You got to, I want people to learn. I want people to be educated. I want people to be knowledgeable. So if I see someone being stupid, I'm like, no, even with like the social blade, I'm trying to like, do you understand intervals, research intervals? Oh my gosh, like you're stupid. But in this case right here, when it comes to, this kind of stuff, I want people to be stupid because that's going to make my job easier. So no. So anyone coming into my life thinking I'm going to give them any information on my next moves like a stupid bitch, I practice the art of war, and that's exactly what I do. If your enemy is already being stupid and they're already doing stupid moves, just let them continue to be stupid and think stupidly. Don't correct them. Let them do what they do, okay? Another thing I want to talk about is this. So Sammy, And by the way, round my numbers up is that I mean I know that a lot of my ops are here and they're like praying for my downfall. Oh, that's she's going down. She's going down. She's down. We're taking her out. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay. It's a delusion of it all. Y'all have to understand that there are a lot of y'all. I'm not trying to be mean, but even if I were not on YouTube, you would still be a flop. Ouch! I know that hurts. I know it hurts your feelings, but even if I were not here, you would still be a flop, and people still would not be interested in you. They would not because you're a snoot. You're just not it. You're not. There are some people are literally thinking that they're going to be the next Tasha K, the next Wendy Williams. They're going to be the next boss bitch. They're going to be the next everything. And I hate to break it to you all, but I have to say it. And this is not to be cocky or conceited because I know y'all hate when I'm being cocky or conceited or whatever. I am a little stuck up, but hey, who isn't? But let me tell you something. Y'all cannot even understand like basic concepts or basic things that you can't even go live and talk about a new topic that requires intelligence or brain. A real debate going back and forth, talking about real issues and real things. You can't because you're not smart enough. And that's why I'm sorry to break it to you. But you can never replace me unless you have everything I have. You have all the skill sets I have. I'm not. I can bring. I have a mixture of things. I can bring humor. I can bring humor mixed with receipts, with intelligence, with activism. I have a lot of things that I bring. I'm very versatile. A lot of y'all you cannot replace me unless you can replace everything that I do, and a lot of y'all try, but it fails. So I'm not. So yeah, I'm just being honest. So yeah. So I'm just being honest. And I'm not just trying to be stuck up. I'm just being honest. When I look back, I'm like, who could actually take my spot? And only a few people would be able to take my spot that people are like watch equally. There are some people that I have a shared audience with, and those people, are people that people probably would go to because they already go to those people anyway. But some of y'all other people, y'all are trying to force yourself into my space and force yourself into my existence. But in actuality, y'all don't really fit in. Y'all don't fit in. And that's the whole problem. You feel rejected because you don't fit in to a space you're trying to force yourself in. You're trying to force yourself into existing into my algorithm or into my space where you don't fit in and you don't belong. And it's not to be mean about it. It's just that majority of the people that watch me don't watch you. Okay, now there are some people that we share, but I mean there are some that's not. Hold on. And also some of you are just hold on a second. And when I say dumbest university, it's not always about like not everyone won't know everything, including me. So it doesn't mean you have to know everything. When I say dumb bitch university, I mean people that refuse to learn. That people that refuse to learn and people that refuse to do any research and people that continue to lie and scam and grift even with receipts. So if you don't know something and I explain it to you, you don't have to explain it to you more than once. If you don't, that's fine. But once I actually explain it to you and I explain it to you and explain it to you and you still keep on saying the opposite, then now it's like, yeah. It's a difference between trying to learn something and someone trying to argue against you. Like if you're learning, you're trying to obtain knowledge. If you're fighting it, like, oh, I'm right, when you're actually wrong, now you're dumb at university because you're not open to learning. You're actually thinking you're a know-it-all, and that's what I call dumb at university. So please don't think I'm talking about dumb at university just because somebody doesn't understand something. I mean people that are unwilling to try to understand it, and they continuously lie and grip and make up stuff instead of actually trying to get to the truth. So that's what I mean by dumb at university. I'm sure y'all know people that lie. Even if you have a receipts and proof, they still lie. It's like, I have receipts, I have proof, and those people still lie. That's what I mean by dumb bitch university, okay? And I don't really think it's stubborn. I think it's just a scam. Hold on. Okay, wait 1 second, y'all. I don't change my settings. Hold on 1 second. Let me tell y'all something about StreamYard. It is getting on my nerves. Okay. So most likely I might actually be trying to switch to a different platform, because child, it'd be like glitching and not acting right. Hold on. Hey, Layla Tisha. Are you there?
Hello. Hi. Yes. How are you, Dani?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, DJ EQ says I like OBS. Yeah, child. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of stuck with this StreamYard because hey, it's Hey Sammy.
Yes.
And my mods, make sure you share their channel. Okay, I'm on this backup. But yeah, when I say round my numbers up, I mean all my ops. Thank y'all for viewing. Okay, y'all can't help because y'all so obsessed with me, but thank y'all for helping round my numbers up on this backup channel. I appreciate you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hey, that's why I keep on saying. That's why my thumb said run my numbers up, run it up. Now a lot of people here are my actual, buddy or pals, but some people are my ops and give me a view. So thank you for the view. Thank you for the view. Oh my God. Just give me my watch hours on this channel. I appreciate you. Yeah, and come back tomorrow and the next day to see what I'm doing, child. Keep up with me. Keep up with me. You want to keep up with me so bad. Keep up with me. What is Dani doing? What is Dani doing? We're going to call this a Dani sector soon. Child. Round my numbers up. I'm gonna make me a song called "Round My Numbers Up." Okay. They all here like, oh, what's she gonna say? What's she gonna say? Please give us some tea. Give us some information. Oh, please, Dani, get what you gonna say? She's on the run. No Beyonce. Woo! Yeah, just give me a view. Y'all gonna get me monetized by the end of the week. I appreciate y'all. Yes, on the yes, and y'all go like, no, I don't want to help her get monetized. It's too late. You already over here watching me. Thank you. Yeah. So let's talk about a serious topic. So once upon a time, not long ago, there was a horse at the name Timmy Tucket. So, why in the world did she actually lie and say that she doesn't talk about kids and she does not talk about kids, or people with disabilities? She actually said that when one of Maggie's minions were on her panel. And what's interesting to me is, a lot of these people came around during the Ada era, and a lot of them came from Wig and the music channel recording artists or whatever his name, I can't remember. And they kept on saying protect kids. It was some sort of thing about protecting kids, I guess. Kids in the system, and they were saying that foster care was wrong, or it was a lot of protect kids, like on some Alley Carter stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's all I kept on seeing is protect kids, protect kids, protect kids. I'm like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, she said she didn't dox people. That's not what she does. That's what she said when she was arguing with me. I said, okay, well, and now it's a totally different story, Dani. The way she is talking about her son, Sammy's son, was so disrespectful and nasty. It does something to you mentally when people start to talk about your kids in the first place. And then to know that your kid has special needs and she's going after him and thinking that's funny. How the hell is that funny? It was really disturbing to watch. And she really, I lost all respect for her. I did. I lost more respect for her than I ever had. I was like, no, you didn't get on this platform and talk about someone's child like you did and thought it was funny to do. It's like when they were talking about my child, because Maggot has started talking about my baby. And that's why I got off the internet for a while, because they started to get too personal and trying to get too close to what was going on in my house. And I had to say, wait a minute, let me stop this. They're talking about my child. You know, she's everything to me. And why are they talking about kids? I think it's should be illegal to do something like that. And it just goes to show you what type of person that you're dealing with on the other side. Someone that doesn't give a damn about morals, don't give a care about anybody but themselves. Very selfish person that would do something like that and think it's funny. How is that funny? How would you get your crowd, your people, your subscribers, and the people in your chat to actually laugh at you making fun of someone's child that has special needs? She disgusts me. She's disgusting. It triggered me because of, like I said, my daughter Maggie was talking about her, and then her minions was talking about my daughter, and I had to get off this internet because I was snapping. I was like, stop talking about my baby. Stop talking about my baby. You know, what idiot? This is YouTube. It's just YouTube. Why are you guys taking it so far? Why are they taking it so below the belt? So far out there where you're starting to talk about somebody that's innocent in this game. The kids have nothing to do with what is going on YouTube. And all of a sudden, your child is being brought into a situation that they should not be in. It's disturbing. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So here's the thing. A lot of times when people can't get to the actual parent, so they say, well, I can't get to you. Well, I know something you care about. I know something you love. So let me attack that. So your enemies are always going to be looking for something that you love and care about or spend time on, and they're going to try to attack that. Most people can probably guess, like, what I spend a lot of time in, and they'll like, they look at my channel or they look what I do and say, oh, let me see what she spends time on, what she does. And then they always, all of them do the same thing. They attack the same thing. I won't say what it is, but I'm sure most people probably can guess. But that's what your enemies do. They find something that will get to you. And usually, obviously, if you are a loving, nurturing mother, that actually will be your child. And the thing with it, to me, is they scream, protect the kids, like,
Right.
it's, you know, and they hashtag it, post it. But if you look closer, it's all just a performance, because if it's really true, it's going to be backed by your actions and follow through of not doing the behavior, because the same mouths shouting protect the kids are the same mouths mocking, bullying, co-signing, and degrading kids. And Timmy is one person that was recently on a panel, even with I think one of Maggie's minions, I think Star, and that person was talking about Down syndrome or some sort of special needs, and they were talking about how it's wrong to talk about it, and Timmy was like, oh yeah, that's wrong. I'm like, she is so fake, because she's like the number one person in this space that talks about people with Down syndrome. I remember when she pulled up, I think she was trying to talk about Sammy, but she pulled up a picture of someone with Down syndrome and literally was like making fun of the person. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Like she literally pulled up a picture of, yeah. And then I was like, yeah. And then she goes on and on about people, like kids that are autistic. Another creator named, I want to say her name, it starts with a G, but she was talking about that person's autistic child as well. So it's so fake for her to get on a panel like, oh, that's so wrong, and then she turns around and does that. She always does that behavior. Then she hides her hand or her paws.
You know, I think it's worse than doxing when you go after someone that is innocent and all you can think about is trying to protect your child. For her to just be freely with to say that about a child was disturbing to me, extremely disturbing. And Maggot too, I mean, it's disturbing that you would talk about somebody that has, like you said, they come in and they try to hurt you, harass you, intimidate you, and try to bring you down to a place where you're crying and upset and miserable because someone is bringing your child into a situation that shouldn't be in. It does. It really does hurt. You know, you want to just crawl up and you just want to hold on to your baby. I started staring at mine and saying, okay, let me shut this off for a moment and protect my family from these YouTube vultures that's out here that don't care nothing about anybody but themselves. It's disgusting. I was disgusted.
And here's the thing that's so interesting to me is that people swear up and down that they can roast and they can gag and they're comical, comedic, but the only thing they can do is hurl insults and go below the belt. I could literally go live right now and say the worst things are the worst things and just get loud and just say these worst things that's gutter and just below the belt, targeting kids, targeting this, just being filthy. Anyone can do that. Real humor, real roast and gags and making people laugh is not even having to go to those levels and stoop to those levels of hurling insults just to get at somebody. I can literally just say regular goofy jokes and these bitches be pressed. These bitches is mad. Okay, I got them mad. Okay, they be so mad. Like, y'all so mad. Yeah, so I can get to y'all bitches without actually going to the lowest of the low and doing that. But they cannot do that. So I'm like, you're not a roaster or a gagger if the only thing you can do is be nasty. So I don't really consider that a roast or a gag if you just go loud and say insults, like in a way to where you're just saying things like oh, you're targeting someone's child. And okay, so now you're a big bad wolf, you're a big bad grandma because you can bully a little kid. Oh, congratulations, you just bully I don't know the age of the kids, but oh wow, you just bully a 5-year-old. Congratulations, you're 50 years old versus a 5-year-old. Congratulations. That's how it looks to me. It's like y'all like, well, I just got you, I got you. I'm like, you got somebody, or you just bully a 5-year-old?
That's exactly
right. I don't even want to really go back and forth with a freaking 80-year-old, much less a 5-year-old. But congratulations,
right?
Yay!
Exactly. You're sitting there having to protect and go after these. They're monsters. When you can go below the belt like this and bring someone's child in, you're not roasting. You're not funny. It's not cute. And you're laughing and thinking that it's funny and you're hurting the other person, but you don't give a damn. You've accomplished what you wanted to do, was to hurt the mother. And the child is so innocent. And you're right, they're 5 and I believe 5 and 7, the kids that she's attacked, I should say. Maggot was talking about mine. But you have to tell them, don't talk. Why do you even have to tell people like this to stop talking about kids? You would think, like you said, her old ass would know already.
Here's the thing. When certain people were protecting Ada Santiago and defending her. It's quite telling that now you can kind of look back and say, oh, a lot of y'all were defending Ada because maybe y'all resonate with her, or y'all align with her to where y'all are her. That's why y'all want to defend such behavior. It's weird. So now in the same, you probably would do, I'm just being honest, like people defending like Ada, and then those same people, oh, protect the kids, but what kids are y'all actually protecting? You're
Right.
literally sitting there in a chat with someone that's dragging a minor, and not just any minor, but a young minor, and also with special needs, and then that's what you call protecting kids? Like, yeah. So I wouldn't want anyone to say they're activists or advocate for protecting kids, and they actually are participating in that. So that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't align. Okay. You won't catch me doing that. Okay. Yeah, that's like me versus a kid. Now I want to make a distinction between bringing up a kid as far as talking about the kid themselves and parenting. Okay, sometimes if someone says unfit mother, that's not really talking about the kid, that's talking about the mother themselves.
Right.
So there is a distinction.
Yes.
However, people on here talking directly about the kid and things pertaining to the kid and the kid themselves and what the kid got going on, or what the kid is doing or not doing, that is when it becomes talking about the kid, or the looks of the kid, or the intellect of the kid, or the child's attributes or characteristics of the kid. That's when it becomes bullying the kid, because now you're targeting the kid themselves. To where
Right.
if they were listening, they'll know it's about them, and not just the parenting.
Exactly. But I definitely want to go after your parenting skills, like they're in the house with you every day taking care of your baby. That's disgusting. Like, but I think this week, when I was talking to Sammy about it, I said, Sammy, this is some BS right here. This is really sad. And I felt her pain because, like I said, I felt it. And I said, let me get the hell off of YouTube for a moment. And it helped. It really did. It helped me to move in silence, like you, um, Dani, and it really helped me to just put things in perspective. I am not going to be bringing my daughter on this YouTube. They won't hear her voice anymore. She won't be in the background. I'm going to try my best not to have her in the background where anybody can hear her name. Like she doesn't even exist to the world.
That
That's
that is how it has to be honest. And like DJ EQ said, in social media it's vicious, and she says, I will never bring my child on here or let them know I got any. Exactly, because that people are going to go for what does she care about, what does she like, who is she close to, what does she love, and let me target that. If I can't get to Layla Letitia, let me try to get at someone I can get at, or something I can get at. That's simply what they do.
Yeah, they were saying CPS and, oh, the baby's not in her car seat, and just making up all kinds of stories. And you're helpless. You're thinking, for number one, you don't need to feel like you have to defend yourself against these monsters. And then you're like, okay, what to do here? What to do? And you have to make quick decisions. And that's why I will never show her again or let them hear her voice again. Because when you get your following and stuff, you start opening up your personal life to them. Like they start to get to know you a little bit better. Like I tell stories about my daughter because she's always, she's in my life like that. So I can't even tell little bits and stories about her going to school or picking her up or whatever, because of the monsters that are out here that will attack her to get to me.
I will say this now. I think I kind of got said this to you before, but you are now in a different sector. I think when you're in the Mexican space, you were more, is probably better there as far as people having those limits. But I think I did kind of warn you before. This is like a watered down beef sector, and it's different. People are going to target you, are and they're extra sensitive. Timmy is someone that's very extra sensitive. Maggot is sensitive, but mainly even Timmy is sensitive. There's a lot of sensitive people here, and highly sensitive, and they will try to be the big bad wolf and the bully, but anytime you respond, they are really sensitive, and they play victim, like, oh, I'm the victim. So that's what they do. So if you want that, where you want to talk about your daughter without people targeting you, I hate to say it, but this space right here ain't it. And that's why I'm actually slowly getting out of this space, because I barely respond to these people anyway. I had started using Danny Montana only like twice a month. These people are they have no life, and they are DBU, as all I can say. So with that being said, in this space right here, I wouldn't recommend staying in this space
I'm with
at
you.
all. Yeah.
I do. I'm going with you, Dani. I'm right there. I'm not staying here. No, I don't want to be over here anymore at all. Zero. I'm done. And I know one way of doing that is moving in silence, showing them dust, and they're seeing the back, the front of my face, and me leaving. I don't want to be in this anymore. So I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, I just go. Now, let's be clear. They are obsessed people, so they're still going to make you into content until it dries up. Okay,
Right.
that's just what it is. But the point is that what you focus on is also somehow what your audience focuses on. Like, even right now, if I'm focusing on something, I'm talking about something, my audience is going to also now be tuned into that. Okay.
Okay.
So in the moments of transitioning, you're obviously going to be different. But I'm going to actually talk about that behind the scenes with you, as
Okay.
far as things that I've learned about YouTube that I can kind of help you and some other people that I'm going to have like a meeting with to discuss things that I've learned that could possibly be useful. Okay.
Okay.
But what I will say is that when you're transitioning, or like going from one sector to the next, you can expect a plummet. There's going to be a difference in numbers and views and certain things, because you're switching spaces. But
Okay.
once the balance is out and you're completely in a new space, and then you'll be different. Okay. Now
Okay.
there will be some people that obviously will go with you no matter what topic you're talking about, and there are some people that are just not going to be interested, and that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes when those same people will come back once you switch to a different topic that you might be interested in, because that's how YouTube works. Some people might come to your channel when you're talking about politics. Some people might come when you're talking about true crime. Some people only drama. Some people when you're talking about activism. Some people I never see at all until I have another channel called TruthTellerDani. There are some people that I never see until I go on TruthTellerDani. And when I go over there, they're like, "Where you been at?" I'm like, "I've been on you. I've been on YouTube. I've been right over there." They just don't come to these channels that I have. Other channels I have that are mostly mess or whatever else. They are
Mhm.
only interested in what I do on that channel, and that's fine. So
Yeah, I
basically,
lost some
yeah.
subscribers. Sorry, when I came over here, well, when I started going back and forth with her, I lost some subscribers. They got sick of it. They didn't want to hear it. They didn't sign up for that, and I understood that. And but this is not me. I'm not happy over here. I'm just not. The back and forth, the going after my child. It's not fun at all. It's really not a place where I really want to stay.
Yeah. And the thing that it was so interesting to me is that when someone, because there are some people that, now when there's such things, there's like a battle between two people, and both people are going at each other's kids. Okay. And then, and people say it's tit for tat. You come for my kid, I'm coming for your kid. Both sides, paws come out. Okay. I stay out of situations. Okay. So people always say, oh, well, you don't say nothing when this person's talking about kids. Press 2 in the chat. If I always say across the board, I don't care who it is, that's my feelings. So I don't have to necessarily say it every day, but across the board, I have always said minors should be off limits when it comes to bullying a minor. I don't care who it is. I don't co-sign it. I don't co-sign it. Whoever. I don't care who it is. Whether I like you or not, I don't co-sign it. However, a lot of times when it's tit for tat and both people are doing it, like what can you say if one side is doing it and the other side is doing it? Y'all both doing it. Now there's no victim in the situation because technically it is victims in the situation, the kids, but the adults going back and forth. Then now it's like, what can you say when both sides are doing it? So I mind my business, like both sides are, hey. But it's just sad to me because I could think of, number one, a child is already going through a lot. They're going through learning who they are, their identity. They already have school to deal with. They have their life to deal with. And then on top of that, if you have a special needs child, that's even, like, to me, I hate to say it, but even worse, because now you're bullying someone that already has enough issues in life as it is, and then you're grown at your big age, and then you want a round of applause or a hand clap because you at 53, Timmy Tuckett, you just bully a minor with special needs, and now you get a cookie. I'm like, I couldn't even be like, oh yeah, I just bullied a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, a child. Oh, I deserve a prize now. I'd be holding my head down in shame, like the embarrassment of it all.
Putting his family on display and just not even thinking that how this would affect the little one at all, but don't care because all they care about is their feelings, what's going on with them and their emotions. It's like you were saying, tit for tat. That makes perfect sense. You can't even pick a side there. But then if one person is silent and that other one is just talking about your child, it is disgusting. It is really disgusting. And I know I'm repeating myself, but it hurts. It hurts a lot when your child is being talked about. You feel vulnerable. You feel helpless. You feel like you just feel like you want to hold your child from these vultures. And anybody that's like that, to me, has no morals, no respect. I have no respect for them. And just they're gutter. They're gutter trash in my book, because if you can stoop that low to where you can't find another word to call someone instead of going after their kids, is pathetic. It's really pathetic. Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm coming for you. I'm going to get you. No, you didn't get anyone. You came after a child. You mentioned him, bringing their name up, period. Saying your child shouldn't even be coming out of someone's mouth. And you're right. When I was in the Mexican community, I was a lot open and a lot flowy. I didn't have enemies, but I came with the enemy. I came over here with the enemy.
And what's interesting about the one you're speaking of, what's interesting is that she actually is following in the same footsteps of other people that came before her. And you don't know this, but the footsteps are, those people left JAG to get away from JAG. And then they went to her after that. So I'm like, do you realize you went from one JAG to another JAG?
Right.
So now you're lying and covering for JAG. And now Timmy Tuckett is really playing her and using her because Timmy Tuckett knows I'm not the soul cyclist, right? But she probably gave Maggot some information and to false docs and come after me with fake information. She doesn't realize she's being used. Or maybe she does realize she's being used and she doesn't care. And she's just covering for Timmy Tuckett like she did for Jag. So that's not changing if you go from one narcissist liar to another narcissist liar like Timmy Tuckett. Now, if she wants her channel back, perhaps she can show the messages or give me the messages from Timmy Tuckett showing that Timmy Tuckett was false doxing this information, because I'm telling her right now it's false. And it's going to come out later that, it's false. Like, it's more and more reviews are going to come out. So with that being said, like, didn't Timmy Tuckett give her an apartment number or apartment information? And then now, why isn't Timmy Tuckett using that for service if that's supposed to be me? Right. You see what I'm saying? It's a lie. It's all lies. So she's in on the lie. Either Maggot is in on the lie, or she's just like before covering up the lies like she did with Jag, right?
Right.
So with that being said, she's a liar. So she always is thinking that she's gonna get her channel back by being a DBU student. No, you'll get your channel back by being the opposite of DBU student and actually being honest. Which we'll get into the next topic. I don't know if you want to stay up for it, but about her being a scammer. Okay, you'll get your channel back when you're the opposite of DBU and you get out of DBU, which is covering up lies. That's what you started doing with Jag, and now you're doing it with Timmy Tuckett. Okay, but my thing is, if you say you protect kids, then don't turn around and bully them or be in chats with people bullying them on the panel, because now you actually are supporting someone that's doing something. And I don't want to hear you say protect kids, protect kids, protect kids. Don't mock children with Down syndrome. Don't laugh at kids and make jokes at kids with autism. Don't degrade kids. Like Maggie was make some joke before about foster care. Because like I said, you cannot wear the badge of child advocate with one breath, and then in the next you're attacking kids. It doesn't make sense, and then you get so much excited. It's like, do you see Timmy Tuckett get so excited? Like, I got you, bitch. I got you, bitch. I'm like, you just dragged the kid. You got somebody because you just dragged the kid looking like Al. Everyone says and by the way, Roddy Root stole it from me, but I said she looks like I forgot. Dang, I'm tired because I did a long live today. It's Cisco and what's his name that played basketball? I forgot. But anyways, I said
Dennis Rodman.
No. Yeah, Dennis Rodman. So she got that from me. But in actuality, shout out to Zenobia. I think she was the one that said it, and another person. But she actually looks like Alf. 100%. If you look up Alf, that Timmy Tucker looks like Alf.
Oh, with the mouth. Okay.
It's just like Alf. And how can someone that looks like Alf, literally, like she's built like, she's like, the face looks like Alf, the body is built like Alf, just everything is Alf. And then she's literally getting on here sounding like Alf. She looked like sounding like P.B. Herman with Alf face. And then she's talking about bullying a little kid with, you know, with a special needs kid. And then thinking she was, then she did her big one. I got you. I'm the new sheriff in town. You the new horseman. Somebody rode you into town, okay? On top of your back, your horse. She gets so mad when somebody play that horse sound effect. What that horse sound effect? Child, Lord have mercy. She's so sensitive, but how you gonna get out here and bully? How you gonna get out here and bully little kids? But then you so sensitive, a little granny. Oh, I got that 6-year-old. I got you. 6-year-old.
Right.
Oh shit. But yeah, round of applause to the you got the little kid. You got him. Imagine being like a 53-year-old on the playground with a 6-year-old, and that's how it looks. Like if online it might look like one way, but if you actually take it offline and put your ass 53 years old on the playground with a little 6-year-old, special needs, and sitting there going, like you're like, dang, you look so weird sitting there, like, what the fuck is she doing to that kid? And to be honest, you might go to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And that's why I be sitting there laughing at them, because she and the audience be eating it up. Like, y'all really think she did her big one? How did she do her big one? Because she just dragged the 5-year-old little kid. Like that's y'all gold bar. That's y'all standards that somebody could drag a little 5-year-old. Yes. Now they get a round of applause and Okay, yeah. So that's why I'm like, I'm uninterested. If that's the thing that I have to get on here and drag a little kid and I get a round of applause, I'm uninterested. I pass.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. Like really got excited about it. Like it
yeah. I'm
was,
like,
yeah.
yeah. That's why I say I'm not. That's why I say a lot of things are not really for me. It's just not because I'm like looking like. Yeah, and that's embarrassing. To be
It's
honest, it's
embarrassing.
embarrassing. Like I just, it's like that's like, yeah, you are that. To be honest, that's the definition of a bully. A bully is someone that bullies someone that can't fight back. A
Right.
kid really is not going to be able to fight back. And guess what? Someone with special needs is not going to be able to fight back and defend themselves. They're not even going to, sometimes they might not even understand why they're being attacked and why are you being so mean to them for no fucking reason. Like, they're not
Exactly.
even going to understand. And then on top of that, you're an adult and they're supposed to be able to trust adults and, whatever. But then it's the adult that's coming for them. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, I get when people say, oh, well, tit for tat, and I'm not getting all into that. However, all across the board, I'm just uninterested. But the thing I hate about it is when people lie and hide their hands. Timmy Tucker doesn't want to be known as someone that bullies autistic kids or people with Down
Right.
syndrome or
But she
anything.
did it.
But she
Yeah.
does it. So she'll delete the videos, hide the videos, and then tomorrow, I don't do that. But we already seen you do it. And that's what she does. So after like in a month from now, she'll be saying she doesn't even do that. After she don't hear the videos and delete the videos. Oh, I don't do that. I never
I
did that.
don't do
That's so
that.
wrong when people do that. Yeah.
Lying. No, it's embarrassing. She should be embarrassed, really and truly.
Yeah.
That and it looks just like you said, a bully on the playground. You see this 50-year-old and his child being bullied. It's just yeah,
Yes, yeah.
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 I'm glad that you mentioned it. It was this disturbed me. It really did. I was like, wow, like you really just went after a child, a kid, a baby. That's your baby. And it's disgusting. It really
Yeah. And then it's like when I saw that video, not the one she did recently, but she actually literally like Google pictures of people with Down syndrome. And then
right.
like, I'm like looking at her just bullying, like, look. I'm like, she's like a little kid, like, look. I'm like, you actually Google someone with Down syndrome and you're sitting there making fun of my, like, it's weird.
Wow.
Like, yeah, make a joke, okay. But I don't, I guess some people have a different sense of humor, but to me, it's like, you don't do that.
No.
To me, I just feel like some people already in life, some people already have issues, so why compound those issues or add on to people's issues
It's like
in
your
that
mom.
way? It's just weird. Like, it's just to be honest, it's like everyone should know that some things are off limits, but that's why I just like some of these people I just don't know.
Common sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes common sense isn't even playing a role in what they do every day. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I said, "Wow, this is the real you, huh? This is who you are." Because I remember her saying, "I wouldn't do that," and then now she's doing it. Like, I don't dox people. I didn't do that.
Yeah, those people.
I saw it.
Yeah, they like to do that. They love to do that, and they also love to rewrite history. On one hand, they'll say that they apologize to me for coming for me, and on the other hand, they'll say I came for them first. Why did you apologize to me if you're not the one? If you didn't do anything to me, obviously you did something, so that's why you apologize. I just didn't accept it. So, and that's my, that's my right not to. But yeah.
Yeah, she is pathetic. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
But like I was saying, it's just crazy because I could have promised that a lot of people that came with the maggot whole thing, that they came in with the whole protect kids thing, and then to see people participate in a chat while she's dragging kids. It's like y'all come from a sector, protect the kids sector. That's weird. So I'm like, are y'all really trying to protect the kids sector? Or y'all protect kids? And that's weird. Now, if you're not from that, okay, then fine, do your thing. But if you are claiming to be from the protect the kids sector, and y'all all were this part of this whole protect the kids movement, y'all are not really to be taken seriously
at all.
And especially if you get on Timmy Tucker's panel and you complain about people talking about Down syndrome, and Timmy Tucker pretends like she's not one of those people, and then later on, boom.
Right.
When she said, I'm like, girl, you're lying. You are one of those people that do that. You do it. I have evidence to prove.
Yeah.
You can hide her the videos and hide it with her hooves, but I actually have the videos, so ain't no hiding it.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That is, yeah. Like, I don't look at her the same anymore. Like, they're just like two peas in a pod now. You got people doxing, got people sabotaging, got people going after your kids. It's just, I mean, it's gutter snap nastiness. It's like, I mean, it's weird to try to hurt someone at their core by going after their child. And like it puts the icing on the cake if your child is special and you have to cultivate them a little bit more, or whatever the case may be. But the point is that you're putting my baby on display.
Oh, and let me actually address this. So J Fam says Sammy nor her family deserved all that because she gave commentary on the case. Let me tell y'all something right here and right now. That's why she's so sensitive. Oh, you want to talk about this? Oh, you want my Casamigos? You want to talk about this case? Oh, Sammy, you want to talk about this case? I'm gonna dox you now. I'm gonna drag your kid. Listen, if y'all out here grifting and money grabbing and lying and scheming and scamming for years, oh y'all damn frivolous lawsuits, and y'all talk about these cases from morning, noon, and night. What the fuck y'all mad because Sammy want to talk about it? All y'all fucking DBU people talking about it. So what the fuck? She has the right to give her opinion. Everybody, y'all giving y'all unsolicited opinion. Y'all
right.
using content. And to be honest, the people actually in the active case shouldn't be using nothing for content, but they are. So why y'all don't get mad at the next person because they want it for content or they want to talk about it? So everybody y'all all talk about it. Just have it as your content. The fuck?
Yeah,
So she trying to control the topic. So was that right to dox Sammy because she gave commentary on a document that everybody else talking about?
Oh God, when you put it that way, it makes it even more, like
exactly.
Jake said, childish. It's so really, like, how gutter can you get where you have to stoop that low, where your feelings is that hurt that you would dox someone, talk about their child? You know, it's disturbing. It really is. It really disturbs me because it shouldn't happen. People shouldn't go that low. You shouldn't get that upset where you want to dox someone or talk about their child. If you can't come after a person without doing that, then you're not good at what you do.
Exactly. It's like using your brain to come off your dome with something original that she steals from people all the way. Also, jokes from people. She stole jokes from Ryder Root. She stole jokes from me. She stole my bio. She stole Jack's last name. That bitch steals from everybody. She's weird. That Timmy person. Okay. She doesn't have a brain. If I only had a brain ass bitch. Okay. Okay. One thing she do got is some horse teeth. She hates being called Mr. Ed, but bitch, if it looks like Mr. Ed, walks like Mr. Ed, talks like Mr. Ed, smells like Mr. Ed, and shapes like Mr. Ed, okay, and laughs like Mr. Ed, bitch, it is Mr. Ed, okay. Is there confusion? Okay.
Yeah, soulless. That is so right. Spiritual. She is soulless. Because that's what I see. How can you? This is a kicker. Everything was okay. It's fine because it came out of her mouth. We were good. We were cool. We're good with each other. But then you do a flip and go doxing and talking about the son. Oh, wow. That's, yeah, her feelings. She's sensitive. Very,
Yeah,
very.
she's really sensitive. I'm like, Sammy, you went live talking about it. Sammy went live talking about it. Other people don't went live and talk about it. Randoms people don't went live and talk about it. So now when
No.
Sammy talk about it, she get her whole family get doxxed, her kid get dragged and all that because she talked about a document. That's sensitive.
Yes.
Okay. Lord have mercy.
Well, Dani, I don't want to hold you up from your other topics, sweetheart.
So yeah, you don't have to be up here for my other topics because I don't want you too involved with the mess of the scammer $1,000.
Oh, I can stay.
But yeah, I'm not gonna be. Let's be clear. I'm not gonna be like. I'm just making this video because I'm letting everybody know that I'm gonna be moving in silence. I'm not gonna be talking about these people like that. This channel right here, I'm like run my numbers up. I'm gonna be posting different content on there. Now, to be honest, I do want to have panels and I do want to have game nights and I do want to make this channel into something, but I don't want it to be about those people. But I want to build a different community of creators that are actually going to bring different topics and not be stuck on old shit and dumb shit, but actually having like
content
on different topics and different subjects. And that, that's what I actually want to build, a network of people that are going to rebuild or recreate this within this space, but outside of this space at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that way, yeah, because that's what I feel like. Because I feel like there are people in this space where they can grow and they can build and they can actually be someone you can network with or like get along with. And they're not on that type of time to where it doesn't have to get to those points or those levels. You know what I'm saying? Like if people can be grown, like even if I have an issue with somebody, I'm capable of having mature and grown conversations.
Right.
It doesn't have to be public. It's literally, we can be behind the scenes and handle issues privately and then go about our day. There's no need to a bunch of this other shit.
Right.
Like if I fall out with somebody, I can go my way and you can go your way. There's no need for a back and forth beef. It's weird. That's the whole breakdown of this whole sector. There are some people that I actually fell out with. I'm like, you go your way, I go my way. But they have to try to make it into some sort of public thing. For some reason, it's weird. And I feel like some people is just to maintain that connection.
Yes. They're never going to stop. It's, it's content. It's just, that's all it has. That's all she has is you. And you're moving. I see it. I said, oh, wait for me. Because, and when I went into silent, quiet, I was only off for 2 or 3 days. But I was really saying to myself, move in silence, be quiet, erase anything trace of your daughter, and don't be bringing her up, and just move away and let them talk. Let them say what they want to say whatever they want to say about me. I am okay with it. I do not care. But when you start doxing me and talking about my child, gloves are off. You guys, it's too much. We should be able to roast each other without all the going below the belt. But no, that's when you know you don't know what you're doing, when you have to go that low. Like you're literally trying to make someone have an ulcer or hurt them, or, very painful when you start going after kids. It's something. I was shocked. I was walking around the house talking to myself like, why would she do that?
Well, to be honest, I would not have any expectations. It's kind of like in this space, don't have any expectations of a lot of people. That way you won't be disappointed. I would say that nothing is going to be off limits. Nothing and no one's going to be off limits when it comes to these people. So I don't recommend this space for anyone. If anyone's like, what should I come to this sector? Anyone has ever tried to reach out to me, I have always said to them, I would not. And they have not. They didn't listen, and now a lot of those people are getting docs or in beefs. I say all the time, look, you should not make content for this sector. I will, they come to me as a subscriber or whoever else they want to make a channel. My advice is make a channel outside of this sector, not make it, because this sector is all about just beef and holding people down and keeping people down, like crabs in the barrel. If they see you trying to climb out the barrel, they're like they're crab claws to try to just keep you down in the bottom of the barrel. That's what they try to do. Okay, and obviously they see me 16,000. I'm gonna be at 17,000 because I'm switching topics. Okay, and when I'm switching topics, that means I get a new audience. People don't realize that in order to grow, you have to get tap into a new audience, because once you're in a certain space, sometimes you're gonna max out. Like, you're gonna get almost every possible subscriber for that topic. That can happen. So in order to grow, you have to actually tap into another space. And then that's how you can now get unstuck. So some people that are like, dang, my channel ain't growing, I keep on having the same thing, it's because you're tapping in, you're going live, and you're always tapping into that same pool of people. And then the people that are not interested are, no matter how many times you tap in, they're not gonna subscribe. You have to tap out of that sector into a whole new sector and tap into that space to get new people. That's how it works, to get new subscribers. But yeah, we can go to the next topic, because I think, I want to make sure I don't want to stay up too late. That's fine. You handle what you got to do. I can totally understand, because I know how this internet stuff is. So the next thing I want to talk about is about Maggot, Miss So I'm so real, I'm so transparent. She scams her own supporters. Hello, I'm Maggot. I scam my own supporters out of $1,000. Not a misunderstanding, not a PayPal glitch, but a full-on scam gate. Okay? So now she scammed her audience. And now she's pivoted. First she was Jack's lapdog. Now she's Timmy's messenger. Same playbook, different owner, same results, same thing. Okay? So with that being said, where is the new the scam gate? Okay, Cash App gate, PayPal gate for Maggot. Okay, she constantly talks about everything besides what happened to the $1,000. And she's like, oh, if you don't give me the money, then why do you care about it? A scam is a scam. This is a sector scam. You got the money because you used my name to get the money. You gripped it off my name to get the money. So that's why I'm like, another person has used my name to scam.
This is the second or third time she's done this.
Yeah, she keeps using my name to scam people or to collect donations. It's weird. And Timmy does the same thing. But yeah, Maggot, you want your channel back, since you have to understand, Maggot, to get your channel back, it has to be on my terms, not your terms. Because I'm the motherfucking boss. Don't you get it, Maggot? Yeah, I'm the boss. It has to be on my terms. You'll never get your channel back. Your way of trying to, whatever you call yourself doing, it's not going to work, okay? I'm too smart and too much above any of that shit to even matter or make a difference. I give you options, and you choose the options I give, or you just rebuild your channel, which obviously you have a time to do. Okay, how long have you been back on YouTube and you're still not building that channel? So that tells me your last audience had to be fake, because what's happening with you? Okay, so instead of really focusing on my numbers and what I'm doing, Maggot, maybe you should focus on your numbers and what you're doing, because child, you should already be at 1,000. And what's happening with your channel, and also what happened to the $1,000 that you scammed and grifted by using my name and my likeness?
Right.
And why can't you go live without using my name? See, I can go live without using other people's name, but obviously she has to go live and use my name.
All the time.
I dare Maggot to go live without my name, or just her
One
name.
time.
Let's put Keeping Up with Maggot. Put your channel name, and let's see how many views you get. Can you only get views discussing me, Maggot? Because something tells me without my name in the title, without my name, just like Bundy, you're going to be a nobody. Oh, I know that hurts. So let's see you actually go live without using my name or tagging my name or tagging everyone trying to, attach yourself to me. And let's see where you get. If the answer is you cannot go live because your whole channel is built off me, then that means that I own you. I literally own you. You're just, I'm just being honest. You cannot go live without my name. So I wouldn't brag about how many views I get if I know that I'm only getting the views because of somebody else's name. Hold on. So yeah, so that's the whole thing. So my thing is, if you want your channel back, Maggot, send me everything that Timmy has sent you that shows the false doxing, because that's what it is. It's false doxing of me. It's somebody I'm not. And send me all of that, all the evidence of her doing that. And that will show that you actually have changed and you're not another person doing the same thing you did. Because you went from Jack to Timmy Tuckett. If you refuse to do that, then you're still the same person. You're still covering for somebody. You're still covering for a liar. And that's that. I thought you said, oh, I was in a cause. I believe everything Jack says. So are you going to say, when you and Timmy Tuckett fall out, you're going to say, oh, I believe everything Timmy Tuckett say? I don't believe that. I don't think for 1 second that Maggot believes that voice analysis is real or some other stuff is real. I think that she's covering for Timmy Tuckett and her scams and lies.
Yeah, no, because if she did, then she would have said as much when she was having a conversation. What you call no nut. She was saying they were like, oh, she's got to reveal herself. I thought you already revealed her. I thought you already knew who she was. So exactly. Sorry about that.
You're right. I mean, it's you that you're catching up on what it is. It's a scam and a grift. 1 minute they got to find out who I am, and the next they already know who I am, and they're telling everyone they're false doxing. That's what they are, false doxers. But yeah, so if she refuses to send me actual, that's the same thing she was doing, covering up for Wig with the Ada. If you refuse to send receipts of the lies and you keep covering up, then I'm not giving your channel back because you're still the same person that got terminated. Okay. Yeah. So anything else you think you can say or do to get your channel back is not going to work. You can only get it back on my terms because I'm the fucking boss. I know you hate when I say that, but it's fucking true, bitch. Okay, you can only get it back on my terms because it's my decision. It's my decision, and I refuse to make it unless it's on my terms. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, you did the same thing for Jag. You covered her lies and it worked for a minute, but look where Jag is now. Okay? And then look what you're right now, because Jag won't fuck with you, and now your channel ain't growing.
That's right. Yep.
And yeah, and then Timmy Tuckett actually admitted that all her audience and her new audience came from Maggot. So she's using her to spread her lies, and then she also stole her audience to grift off her audience and beg from her audience, from Maggot's audience. Okay, a mess. Okay, but yeah, Maggot ain't innocent because I mean she did scam her subscribers out of $1,000. I don't know what's going on with these people, but I don't want no parts. Number one, they bully autistic kids and Down syndrome. Number two, they out here scamming the audience out of $1,000. I ain't got time for these people, child. Where they get these people at? Child.
No, that's right. At all. It's a mess.
Yeah, like you, and like you literally just scammed your. Oh, I need $1,000 because I'm gonna take Dani to court. Yeah, I need $1,000. Let's go to court. We're gonna go to court. Let's go to court. We're gonna go to court, and I'm gonna win a lot of money on this YouTube. I'm gonna sue YouTube. I'm gonna sue Lady Letitia and BBL Granny. I'm gonna sue them and get a lot of money. I got 4 lawyers that's gonna take my case on contingency, and I have 400 something pages. And OG Patrice don't own her picture. That was a false strike. And then now she recently said, oh, if you take the picture, you own the picture once. So I guess he said, oh, you take the picture, you own the picture. Now you took it. I'm like, people been telling you that, you silly rabbit. I mean, silly pig. Okay. So,
Okay.
so people been telling you that, and then now you look stupid because you called around all these lawyers and they told you the real thing and the truth about copyright, and now you're like, oh shit. Now I was wrong. Like, duh. Like, y'all DBU people are always finding y'all are wrong, like months and years after I've already said it. And then they're like, oh, somebody else has to tell them. Like, they ignore me until a judge or a lawyer says it. Or then they're like, oh, okay, now I believe it.
Yeah, they don't want to admit that you're right. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts for them to admit that.
Miss Pigfeet says, Mr. Ed does not have content. She only wants to be. She quit to talk about people, but when you clap back, it's a major problem. Exactly. She thinks because she has a weapon, people are afraid. Yeah, she's like, oh, Lord have mercy. She's the type of person that brings a gun to a fist fight. Very scary hoe, okay? Yeah, and she's highly sensitive. Like, she really actually said, oh, you want to talk about my case? You want to talk about my case? So anybody that talks about the case, Timmy Tucker's going to try to dox you. First she said, why nobody ain't talking about the case? And then when somebody talks, she wants to dox them and bully their child. It's like, that's sensitive.
Yeah, ain't nobody talking about the case. Y'all not talking about the case. And I'm like, it's your word against everybody else's word. So, I mean, I don't pay attention to them when they start talking about lawsuits and CB, all that other stuff they be talking about. I'd be like, whatever. You guys are just full of it. Just full of it. And you don't have nothing else to talk about but Dani. Like, it just is Dani. I think you came online once and you said, dang, they are calling my name.
Yeah, Timmy Tucker tries to act like she has content, but everyone knows that she says she just brings up Dani because that's her grip, that's her scam. And for a whole year, she told her audience that I have been served. She's going to get a judgment. And then now this week, the judge says, I have not been served. And the judgment was thrown out for now, right? She's back. So basically, she is at square one, where she has to try to reserve. But yeah, what happened to the judgment? She was supposed to get, my money coming soon. I'm going to get my $400,000. And I never was served. I said that. Anyways, that's all. I'm not going to really speak on that because this is the thing. This is what because I even advise you, right?
Okay.
Like I told you before, right? So yes, I'm not a person that's gonna be a hypocrite because I can see it within myself. I have the ability to self-reflect. I'm not a narcissist. So with that being said, if someone were to come to me and they had an active lawsuit, whether the plaintiff or defendant, and they said, should I respond to this person or not? My advice would be, to be honest, I would say no. That's stupid to be in an active lawsuit with whether you're a plaintiff or a defendant going back and forth with someone. I think it's stupid and you shouldn't do it. So that's what. So I say that for myself. I'm a defendant in these cases, right? So I should not be going back and forth following my own practicing what I preach. So I'm not a person. I can see that. So that's why I actually do move in silence. It's not because anybody is winning. It's just that I'm recognizing I don't want to be stupid and not go be a hypocrite. I don't want to be a hypocrite and say, that's how I would advise other people. That's stupid to go back and forth in open litigation. Right. So when I say move in silence, I'm following that. And some people are like, oh, why isn't she responding? Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is moving in silence and I'm not supposed to be engaging with these people. Now, I will say for for some people, I'm going to be filing on October 9th. Like, I'm just going to be communicating through the actual lawsuit system. Okay. And then for Timmy Tuckett, I do throw my shade because shit, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of too late because I made a bunch of videos. But the other person, I have not made a bunch of videos. So I'm keeping it that way. You see what I'm saying? For Timmy Tuckett, I have already, to be honest, made a lot of videos. It's too late. But the other person, I have not made a lot of videos, so it's not too late. So I'm still good. Like, you know,
Right.
like, yeah, that's all. Yeah, so I'm good on that end.
That's good.
Yeah. Y'all wanted to make it so where it's mutual, okay? So then
Right.
it's like, oh, it's mutual. But on the other person, child, it ain't no mutual shit. That person is obsessed, and I have all the evidence to prove it, child. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to say as well, is that people need to understand how lawsuits really work. That when things get down to the nitty gritty, that lawsuits can go both ways. I think people never really fully examine that people can counterclaim.
Right.
And counterclaim is when you feel that someone has done equal or greater things than you in the same capacity, and then you counterclaim. So then now they have to answer to you within that same lawsuit. People don't understand how things work.
Thank you.
Okay, and there's a certain point you can't immediately file it. It comes later in the process. But at some point you're able and eligible to file it. It's a process. But people forget about that concept, that it goes both ways after a while if it gets to a certain point of counterclaiming. Okay. Yeah.
Right, because I was like, I'm just gonna countersue her and let her pay all the money for the lawyers up front.
Exactly.
And you know, like when you're at court too, the judge says, tell you, don't talk to each other. Like, don't talk to each other. I was in court like a month or so ago, and the gentleman started talking to me, and the judge said, don't talk to her. So, like you said, why are they not moving, and why are they talking about you every day, all the time, 24/7 if you're trying to sue someone? It doesn't make your case look good.
Because the secret is, or the real reason is because it's for content. Okay.
Right.
It's for it's only for content. It's kind of like if you run out of content, make a lawsuit, and then now the lawsuit becomes your content and your way to attach yourself to me and associate yourself.
Wow.
For content. It's like, I need Dani for content, so let me see how I can get content, and this is my way of getting content by making a frivolous lawsuit. That's just a trick, okay? To keep your content going. And
no, it's boring.
What is it?
That would be boring. Like every day they're talking about, like her, like Maggot was doing it. She was showing this whole 48-page dissertation that she created and that the lawyers is not going to read. I was like, why do I want to sit here and listen to that? It was boring. So I don't know, like, why would that be interesting? And they think it's interesting. Because Timmy Tuckett does it too. She'll pull up her lawsuit against you and start talking. I'm like, okay, this is boring. I'm leaving.
Now, the thing is, the biggest grift is that for over a whole year since last August, she has been using that as her content. And everything that she has said the whole time has all been lies. People don't realize that they actually look at it. Every video she has been making this whole time, she has lied to her audience about the nature of the case, the state of the case, and what's going on with the case. And from the very beginning, I was never served. And then she kept on saying the marshal, this, I was never served. She's a liar. Right. She has lied about everything just to keep on getting money. And that, I mean, if her audience wants to keep on giving her money because she's doing whatever, it's like she has this thing where Timmy Tuckett believes. She actually believes that if I'm no longer here, she could be I'm the new sheriff in town. I'm the top dog. I'm the big one. Let me actually say this for all the people out there that are listening. Please understand. I was barely responding to y'all people. Press 2 if at one point I was barely even going to Dani Montana page. It was like twice a month. Otherwise, I was on my main channel talking about Jag or other stuff, and I wasn't even talking about these people or even whatever. So I wasn't even trying to be the queen of no space or no top person or no sheriff or any of that. So y'all are the ones that are putting that title on me. y'all are putting that label on me to be some. I don't want to be the queen of the dumb bitch university or whatever. Somebody else can get somebody else to do it. If y'all want to have a queen of the W, be it. Okay. So I in listening to these people, the issue is they feel like this is the complaint, that I'm the top person, and I'm the one that's the fave. That's the complaint, that I'm the one that is controlling the space. How can I control the space, but I'm not even in the space? Y'all keep on bringing my name into the space for me.
Right.
Like, I'm literally on different topics, and then y'all are mentioning my name to drag me into y'all's drama and beef or use me for content. I'm not over here. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it's like I don't want anything to do with y'all. So how can it be that I want to be in a space, an over a space? I don't want nothing. I don't want any. I said I don't want no association, affiliation, connection. It's all lies. I believe that they want me in the space as their friend, but since I didn't forgive them and like give them another chance, so then now they are just using me to get money, because that's what they've always done, is use me to get money. All of them. If you think about it, when Timmy, this is the whole thing, the cycle. When Timmy was with Jag, she was windmilling for Jag to attack me and other people. So once she fell out with Jag, she doesn't know what to do with her channel besides continue to beef with people. Not beefing for Jag, but beefing for herself. And then, of course, I was her main target when she was with Jag. So then now it has continued. And the same thing with Maggie. When she was with Jag, I was the main target. So that I became their content. And then with the Bundy person, the same thing. She cannot find any other content. So they become obsessed because there is no other content. There are other people that have fell into the same hook, to where I become their easy content, and they can't become obsessed. They cannot move on without any other content. And they try to say, oh, you did this or you did that to me. You did this or that to me. Never going into the million things that they do and continue to do towards my name and my brand, which I will discuss in the filings coming up, right? But the thing is, it's all about a grit. How can I keep Dani's name going for content because I don't have any content? If you actually ask yourself, without Dani as content, what would these people talk about? And then ask yourself, would you be interested? And the answer is nothing and nothing. And then that's why they talk about me, because they have no content. So the issue in this whole space of people don't have no content, and they're afraid to venture out to new content because they're afraid of failing and flopping and not getting the same attention that they were getting by using my name. Okay. So that's the truth.
Right. That is. And they're not going to ever stop. They're going to continue to use your name, and you're going to be long gone. Like you already are. You don't pay them any attention.
Oh, no. They are going to start using my name. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to speak on it right now, but let's be clear. They are going to be stopping using my name.
Uh-oh. Okay.
In the way that they're doing, yeah. But
right.
The time will reveal.
That's right.
Okay? Yeah.
Yes. And
now, wait a minute. I would say the Canadian person is under different jurisdiction, so that's somebody different. But other people, yeah. Okay, hold on. So yeah, that was the last thing I want to really talk about is so that whole thing about her being a scammer, it's very interesting that I wouldn't be able to log in, raise money from my audience. They help me reach my goal of $1,000, and then I actually don't carry out anything. And then I faced them the next day as a scammer. So now you're a scammer. So it's like a bunch of liars and grifters and scammers are in that crowd, and it's just not a good look. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be talking about autistic kids and people with Down syndrome. Bullying a child, I think you did your big one. Oh, I did my big one. And number two, it's embarrassing to go live, like do fundraising and fan funding to get $1,000 and then to spend it up and then go live. Like you just scammed and you use my name to scam people. Like what's gonna be the next time? Oh, I need this money to get Dani. I'm going out to Dani, so I need this money. I'm going out to Dani. I need this. Like what's gonna be the next scam that you're gonna use my name to raise money? That's like, stop using my name to scam your audience. And if you don't want me to ask about it or talk about it, then don't use my name in the scam.
Right. Exactly. Stop using me in the scam.
Yeah, just using my name. And they all do, like they're using me. And please, Timmy Tuckett, the next person that wants to talk about this lawsuit for whatever reason, yeah, you're talking about it, Bundy's talking about it, everybody's talking about it. So if somebody else wants to talk about it, don't dox their kids and their family because they want to read a document. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's not Bunny, but she literally just sat there and doxed this girl because you read a court document. Now, y'all, we have to be serious here. That's so wrong. Like that's what Sammy's guilty of, is reading the court document that everybody else reads.
Yes. She's guilty of reading a document, and then this is when I realized, because you had said she was sensitive before.
Yeah.
I said, she is sensitive. I said, she said something, but she didn't come after you. You got mad because she said something to you, and then you went, I know she listening, you went after Sammy for no reason and her child, and it was disgusting, girl. Yeah, it was bad. Just, if you cannot just focus on the person that you are arguing with without going that low, then you are an embarrassment. It is embarrassing to see her do that and laugh about it and think it was funny. I said, whoa.
She's sensitive, and people can say whatever about me. I'm not sensitive like that. There's a lot of people that talk about me all day and night, or Dani this and Dani that, and I don't dox those people. I have not doxed those people with my name in their mouth all day and night. Okay.
Right.
I mean, just like random people, like even for Sammy, when people were saying like Sammy said this or Sammy did this, I never went outside of YouTube for anything like that. It's a bunch of people that it wasn't like we were friends or anything, but I never doxed them. I didn't do all of that. And at the end of the day, if they got doxed, it wasn't by Dani motherfucking Robertson. It was by somebody else that they thought, to be honest, Ryder Root is a top contender to be the first person. She be doxing the fuck out of people, like and then Timmy Tuckett is right up there too. People say, oh, Dani. Now I might be good at it, but I'm not the one that be just boom, 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 just doxing the fuck out of me for no reason up and down my community wall randomly. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. No, but the way Timmy Tuckett was talking on the panel that one time, she acted like she didn't do doxing. Oh, I don't do that. I said, oh, okay.
Oh, and I know she asked you she's like, oh, what about Dani? She's not going to tell you the story ahead of time, but the true story is, when she was with Jag, she was staying up all day and night, losing sleep. Like when I say losing sleep, she had bags under her eyes, huge bags, going crazy. That's how she got the name Raccoon. She was like up all day and night, and they call her Raccoon because all she did was obsess to make a billion videos doxing Sean, OKP, Silk, Jag's ex, false doxing me, just losing sleep.
Wow.
So she was the one false doxing coming for me first. So when I responded to the bitch, and she doxed her own mugshot and some of her own stuff first, I even posted her own house on Google Maps. And then they just like, oh, Dani did this and do that to me. I'm like, I responded to what you did to me. That's why she made 7 apologies, because she came for me first. You're probably not gonna ask her why she made, like, she said, oh, people joke and say she made all like 6 or 7 apologies to me. I'm like, why did you make those then? You made
Right.
it
You didn't mean
because
it.
you did something to me, right?
Right.
So,
Exactly.
press 1 in the chat if Timmy Tucker is the one that came for me first. So she never wants to say, "Oh, what about what Danny did to me?" What have you done to me, Timmy Tucker? Okay, Lord have
So she
mercy.
was like Jack's personal assistant, like her PA, like she was like all up in it, like maggot times 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Coming
Yeah,
after you.
that's why they get along, because they both were doing the same thing. They
Right.
both was with Jack and one of her top people, and then Jack, they fell out with Jack, and then they tried to befriend me, and I rejected both of them hoes. And
Yeah,
then now the rejected hoes is mad because they rejected.
that's it. Maggot is still upset that we're friends.
But yeah, you see the chat, a flood of ones.
Oh wow, I see
Yeah, see, this is the whole proof. I love y'all, nah. But this is the whole proof of what I mean. People can lie all they want to. You can lie on me and lie on me and lie on me, but the people out there watching, they see what happens in this sector. They see the chronological timeline and the history of what happens in this sector.
right.
No one can sit there and literally lie and say that this happened or that happened. People are watching.
Wow,
Okay?
they've been here.
Yeah,
for-
they're watching it all unfold. And there are some people that are actually Bush babies. Shout out to all the Bush babies, love y'all too. The Bush babies actually watch. They don't never come into the chat, but they actually watch, and they will actually show you that they're there and supportive. Because as you can see, watch my video, people have hit the like button. There's people have left and gone throughout time. We're switching topics, but
Right.
there's 160 likes. So that shows you that a great majority of people watching are not actually haters or whatever. They're actually supporters. So even though they're not in the chat.
Right. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, that's all I really wanted to bring up. And it's just like, to be honest, I just don't like when people just bully a kid. I don't. And especially when a kid, it's like something extra with it when the kid is actual special needs. It's not fair.
Yes.
It's not fair. And it's like they feel like, I just don't see it as a fair thing. And they can say, "Oh, I'm just trying." It's not that the kid, is at the mother. No, I know you're trying to get to the mother. It's kind of like if you say it's at the mother. I'm just, I'm not talking about the kid itself. Well,
Right.
that's like if you're at a playground and you walk up to a mother, and instead of swinging at the mother and put your paws on the mother, you start swinging at the kid.
Right.
And the mother's standing right there. That's how I see it. The mother's standing right there. Take your best jokes, your best roles, your best gags, since you're so comedic and you're such a little horsey comedian.
Yeah.
Horsey face.
You don't even like fair. You don't even know how to do it. If you were that good at what you do, then you would not have to attack or mention or go after someone's child. Mm-hmm. It is pathetic. It's the worst thing that you can do to me. I think doxing is up there, but when you go after the babies, like, you have really hit a low bottom. You have hit rock bottom. And then to think it's funny, like, I was like, is this happening in real time? And people are okay with it? So, yeah.
Well, this is the thing. This is where selective outrage comes in. Okay. Now, I will be honest. I will dox somebody. If they dox me first, I will retaliate. Okay. And that's only after several warnings. I give people, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay, you're gonna fuck around and find out. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's what sector I'm in. I understand the space I'm in. That's why I told you before. In this space, I wouldn't be in this space because that's what this space is known for. Okay. But usually it's supposed to be like this. You could only dox someone if they come for you first or try to dox you. Not come for you, but try to dox you first. and make attempts to dox you or dox you, and then you can match energies. That's how it's supposed to go. It's not supposed to be by like Tammy.
Oh,
Like Sammy reads a court document and her kid gets
right.
dragged, and like Auntie Mickey says to Maggot, your coochie stink, and then she gets doxed. It's not supposed to be like that.
Right.
It's supposed to be doxed for a dox, not these
Right.
sensitive ass people. Like I don't want this sensitive. These people are sensitive.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. They go real low. Really, really low. Did I tell you that really quick that Maggot, I was going to interview someone. Her name was Julie Unfiltered. She's got a great platform. Anyway, I was going to interview her, and Maggot called her and said, listen to what Lady Letitia said to me. So she sabotaged the interview. And the lady Julie was like, let's do it another time. I said, I understand. She said she called everybody in the Mexican community that she knew and told them about me. I said, how? I said, that's just because you're nasty and you're evil. But I'm okay with that because you're not coming after my child. I can deal with that. I can deal with the stupidness. But then when you go after my child, it's not cool. But then even with the fact that she sabotaged it, it's like having a job on an interview or something, and she comes in and sabotaged it. That's how I took it.
That's the whole thing. That's the type of sector this is in. So I would say, to be honest, that's why I said I did not warn you before about this sector. I think I can't remember exactly what it was. I said I wouldn't, do certain things because you don't want to get too involved in this sector. And
you text me.
That's exactly what I was saying, because I know I always advise people do not be in this space, and it's not just trying to dissuade or whatever. It's for people's protection, because I know how I've been in this sector a long time. I'm a fucking OG in this sector, and I've been here long enough to know that how people get down. And people are sensitive. And if you have a child, people know you have a child, they're going to go for your child. That's just what this is, a watered down beef set. This is not like a regular, it's called black tea child, but other people outside of here call it Section 8 watered down. Whatever. I call it a watered down beef set because it is, but it's like a watered down beef sector.
Okay.
So I would not be in this space, expect to grow. That's for anybody in this space that's listening.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Being in this space, if you actually pay attention, this is not shady anybody. But if you don't talk about anything out besides this sector, your channel is going to be stuck to the sector, confined to the sector. And the only thing you're going to do is have your whole family online and blast it in all sorts of beef and drama. And your channel ain't going to grow that much. And it's not going to be beneficial in the long run. It's not. So it's best to just get out and just expand. I'm just being honest. And then anytime you do try to climb up and do better, there's going to be people that are going to be jealous of going to try to be crabs in a barrel. So it's best to, one person like Dani Rabbit Hole News, she was in his space, and look, she left. I think she's at like 90,000 subscribers in true crime. And at first it was kind of, she was like transitioning, not a lot, it's hard to transition at first, but then now that she's in that space, she's skyrocketing. So I would say people just gotta stop being afraid of switching sectors or switching spaces because they're afraid of having lower numbers. It is what it is. Okay.
Yes, you're right, because I want to go. I definitely want to go. I'm done. I like the peace and the quiet, and they can have it. She can have the looks. Timmy Tuckett, you can be Queen Bee. Have at it. Have at it.
And God bless her for her. She really thinks that she can be me or be in my spot, and she doesn't have the brain capacity. She's not that smart as me to do it. She cannot do anything besides she can't really like do like intelligent conversations. I'm not trying to be mean, but she can. She also doesn't understand how to break down things and explain things in a proper way.
Right.
There are
Without
people even
being
right now,
offensive.
they like how I explain things, how I break things down, how I do this or how I do that, and she's not able to do it in the same way. So it's
Right.
not really gonna. People have to realize that everybody is different and everybody brings something different to the table. And instead of trying to replace me and be me, just find what are you good at and what do you
Right.
do? Like, be yourself. Like, stop trying to be me. It's weird. Okay, you already stole my bio. Like, it's weird.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And then the reason I'm growing this channel, because I'm gonna show these bitches I can grow this channel. And right now, look what time it is. I have over 130 some people watching on a dead channel that I haven't barely been.
Right. I was looking for you. I was
Yeah.
like, where is she?
Yeah. And I have 164 likes. I already have I'm getting the stuff up. So I'm gonna show them how I'm gonna grow and build this channel. They're gonna sit there and watch me do it. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna come with you. So that's how that's gonna be. We're coming with you.
It's not kind of like a weird. I will say this: you're never gonna fully lead this space because people are still gonna attach themselves to you. It's just that you're going to, you're gonna give them less attention. Like, I might come over here and I might throw a quick shade, but it's gonna be sparingly. Like, maybe, 3 times a month, like that. It's not gonna be like every day without like talking about it. So yeah,
exactly.
And I don't know exactly I don't even know exactly what I'm going to be doing on every channel, because I have these 3 channels and I have ideas, but I'm trying to work these ideas out of how I'm going to actually, I got 3 channels. I wanted 3 different topics. And I'm just working on it, chat. I'm working on it. But I'll reach out to you and some other people to what I have some ideas for, though. As far as some things I have figured out. Okay. But I'll talk to you behind the scenes on that. But the main thing I want to say to different people in this sector is that I would make sure, and this is just for people, is just to not get stuck in this space. And you're not going to grow by being stuck in this space. And people are in this space, all they're going to do is go back and forth over the same junk and the same arguments.
Right.
Every year, they're going to talk about the same thing and same junk. It's like a recycle. And then every day, there's actually new topics, new arguments, new debates, new true crime stories. There's new trending topics. There's always something new. And it's okay to explore those new topics and not just be like recycling old. It's redundant.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I have so much I want to talk about. So I know exactly what you mean. There's a lot out there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much like I said, I'll reach out to you offline. And then also, this is the thing I want to say too. Even about me saying that, they're going to be so jealous because in their mind they feel so entitled to me. And entitled is like they feel like they have to have my attention or have my friendship or have something connected to me. I know all my business or I know everything. So if I'm friends with someone or cool with someone, they feel like, oh, I gotta see all her messages. What are they talking about behind the scenes? Oh, but I'm gonna message you later, Tisha.
Right.
They're messaging each other. Oh, they're messaging each other. And it's like they can message each other and it's fine. But if I message someone, oh my gosh, Dani's messaging somebody. What are they doing? And it can be completely normal. But and also none of your fucking business. But yeah, these people are weirdos. Yeah.
Yeah. I think subconsciously, they're obsessed with you in a way that they deep down, I think that they wish they had got to know you. And I got to, and I think you're a great person. And so it's just too bad because I really found a good friendship in you. Like I really consider you a great person. And I mean, you do stuff and I'm like, wow, Dani did that for me. So you're always thinking of others. And so I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you too. And people can tell you right now, I barely let anybody on my panel. Press 3 in the chat if y'all know it's true. Barely anybody gets to come on my panel. So if you actually get on my panel and even more than once, then you are special. Yeah. So I like you, okay? Otherwise, child, Jack has been begging to be on my panel for a long time. Drop the link, bro. Bye. Like, Jack, have a seat. Have a seat. Yeah, girl. I'm about to get off here. I
Okay.
thank you for coming up. I definitely wanted to talk about this topic though, because I know people like, now let me be clear. This is my opinion. I'm not forcing my opinion on anyone else, because some people are going to say they don't, everybody could get it, anybody could get it, they don't care. This is just me, DaniRobertson, coming to the mic, in my opinion, that this is how I see the situation. And I just don't think it's right. Okay. And it's just something about it that is just unsettling. Because like I said, I imagine someone like Timmy's age, 53, at a playground just bullying this child. And it's just not right. And then for people like Mag and some other people saying, protect kids, protect kids, protect kids, and then they actually stand by and they don't speak up for this type of stuff. Yeah, it's not giving me protect kids. It's giving me protect, Timmy. It's like overlooking our selective outrage. Okay, yeah.
Great. Exactly. And I agree with you 100%.
All right, girl. I'll talk to you later. Like I said, I'm gonna reach out behind the scenes and just talk about the other topic.
Okay, sweetheart. Thanks for having me.
Okay. All right.
Like that. Bye, Avengers. That's what I said I was going to say next time. Bye, Avengers.
All right, I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. And remember, we have bingo night. So bingo is gonna be tomorrow night. So make sure y'all come out. Oh, I know I had Jag in my title. I'm gonna take it out. My bad. Further Jag is a witch. I'm gonna actually do that tomorrow on my main channel. Okay, child. I did not expect this to be 2 hours and 10 minutes. I was gonna do 1 hour of the Jag and then 1 hour of just me. But child, I'll do the Jag on my main channel tomorrow, along with some other topics, and also bingo night. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Mwah, mwah.